And your name isn't even in the title now that I'm thinking about it. You're called Protege. You're a grown-ass man. Who the hell is Nick Fortes? I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking at him and it's like, who the hell is that guy? Does this say Republicans Nazi problem? Like, why do you want to be?
What's good, Royal Crowd? It's Duke Too Bad. We watching Hello, You're Saying Extras while the Tate brothers betray their protege. I can't believe this coonery buffoonery. Boy, you going down, down, down. We just gonna get straight in the video, you feel me? Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know. Starting off in 3, 2, 1.
People in the chat are saying right now I went from watching Tate's videos to being in the Tate studio. And that's because I've been putting myself in the right situations. I've been putting myself around the right people, spreading the right message. And it's really proof that if you put out the correct energy, then it comes back to you.
In September of 2022, Sneako boarded a flight to travel nearly 5,000 miles to Romania to meet his hero, Andrew Tate. But since then, you rarely ever saw Sneako and Tate talk to each other even online, and definitely not in the same room. And recently, they're anything but friends.
And then I said to Tristan, anyone who names themselves Sneako, like you're naming yourself Sneaky. Imagine I was saying, hey, my name's Rat.
Your name is
I'm not gonna
Cobra.
talk to him anymore.
Your name is Cobra Tate. You're calling yourself a snake.
But what really changed most of all is Andrew Tate. And what Sneako has exposed is a very calculated pivot by Tate, which fully came to light during one of the biggest news stories of 2026 so far.
Pause. Now that I realize, the less I see Andrew, I haven't seen Andrew since his boxing thing. I haven't seen Sneako at all. That was really your whole personality? Like, that was your whole brand right there? This nigga Tate? And your name isn't even in the title now that I'm thinking about it. You're called Protege. You're a grown-ass man.
Miami Beach nightclub is facing backlash after an offensive video posted by YouTubers inside the club. I want to show you a video from inside of Wyndham on Thursday. It shows a group of controversial YouTubers partying to an anti-Semitic song created by rapper Kanye West.
On January 17th, Sneako and
ugly.
Tate went on a now infamous night out in Miami with several other what people would call red pill or adjacent influencers. Ye's controversial song Double H was played both in the Sprinter van on the way in and then later on in the actual nightclub. They expected a reaction, but definitely not of this magnitude.
3 people fired from a Miami Beach nightclub after an anti-Semitic song was played there over the weekend.
I had club owners of other clubs reach out to me and say that they know they try to get in and they don't allow it. So I'd like to know how they got in.
This became a national news story, and both Andrew and Tristan...
Pause. Imagine you're the one club that lets them in. Now your club lets bitches in. Like, for real. Now all the hoes don't come to your club no more. Your club is ruined. Everybody else, oh damn, you for real let him in. Nigga, we banned him. You ugly, like damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. And he really waving his arms around. That's the type of song you listen in private, bro. Like, if there's a camera, you fight somebody over that.
Tate were incredibly proactive in trying to put out this fire as soon as possible, as in the next morning. A couple of days after the incident, Andrew appeared on the Patrick Bet-David podcast, where he provided a very specific narrative on exactly what happened.
I have to guess. I think Sneako may have put the song on, who I'd met many times before. But if I'm totally honest with you, I don't think that any of them are deeply anti-Semitic genuinely, and I don't think that any of them really thought it through. Honestly, I think they're just kids. I think they're just kids. It gets a reaction. They think they're funny. They're on the internet. They need a reaction. So I'm sorry to anybody who is offended. I'm sorry to anybody who's offended. If I had played the song myself and danced around to it, sure, I was in a car. That's my answer.
This podcast also revealed the urgency in which this interview was arranged. The group went out on Saturday, and by Sunday, Tate was reaching out to Adam Sosnick from Patrick Bet-David, who is both from Miami and Jewish.
By the way, nobody online or in the Jewish community defends you more online or behind the scenes than me.
I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate that.
You know I had dinner with Tristan and Justin Wall the other day.
Yeah.
I got the call. It's Sunday. You ruined my day. At the very least, you ruined my Sunday.
Well,
with my nephew.
I woke up. I was like, what
I
the
feel
fuck?
you. And I get a call from not one person, not two, everybody.
Yep.
Your brother, you're texting me, Justin Waller, the club owners, the DJ.
Pause, and don't Tate like not care about the internet. And he reached out like, he said, "Oh, fix this. Interview me, please. Hey, help me out." Jewish community hold power. They hold power. Never will I ever play with them. You can't catch me. You won't. Impossible.
You think I'm gonna wait for 5 years of working with you, friendship with you, to throw you under the bus last minute? That's not how we roll. But I think Sneako played the song.
He got that.
And then Tate discussed how this directly impacts him.
I understand how these things get attached to my name. It's very inconvenient for me. I have Jewish business partners. I have tech teams in Israel. I have things going on, and I get a mess from this crap too.
And as some commentators have argued, the PBD podcast were also trying to save their own skin too.
So PBD and his crew are just so desperate to help Tate save face for some reason. Maybe because they're worried it could reflect badly on them too. Like the mayor of Miami is not around with this shit. Like earlier that day, they literally sent law enforcement to a lady's house who made a Facebook post making fun of him for being a Zionist. Of course, the free speech warriors aren't talking about that at all, but that's pretty wild.
But this decision by Tate to minimize the controversy ended up causing a separate controversy of its own. Sneako went on stream to point out
they can do that?
not only did this apology go against Andrew Tate's entire brand, but also contradicted what he said to Sneako on the very night that it happened.
When we were at that party, you remember the stream? We were talking about doubling down. Andrew and Tristan did kind of pioneer that. When they were getting canceled out, what did they do? Double down, double down, double down. Don't apologize. Don't fold. Never bend. Don't apologize. We were talking about that on the stream. Double down. Double down. So I thought we were on the same page.
And there are countless examples of Tate speaking about how you should never say sorry.
This whole humiliation ritual.
Why we go to Tate? I'm cutting that out.
Through had one singular objective, and the objective was to make me say sorry. I was the symbol of resistance, and all they wanted me to do was say sorry. They wanted me to go up after being marked in and out of jail, after having my life wrecked, and cry or say, I'm sorry for what I've said in the past. I'm sorry for what I've done in the past. What I did wasn't right. I know that's all they wanted. Because once they get that, he's not top G anymore. Look, he was top G. We hit him with the system. Look, he's sorry. Look. See? That's your hero? Don't fight against the Matrix. You're going to end up like that guy. And they can't stand that I've never said sorry. I ain't sorry to Ron DeSantis. I ain't sorry to Byron Donalds. I ain't sorry to their AG. I ain't sorry to anybody. Because I ain't lied. Everything I said is the truth. I ain't sorry. I'm not sorry for living my life as a full-grown man. I'm not sorry for the mistakes I made. We're all human, and we've all made mistakes. There's nobody watching this who's lived more pure than me.
And of course, there are also plenty of examples of him posting provocative content purely for shock value. After that incident in Miami, he posted what looks like an AI-generated photo of himself with a Burger King hat on a plane, which was a reference to a famous viral clip of a guy ripping the hard ER on a plane. So you could forgive Sneako or whomever played the song for assuming that Andrew Tate had zero concerns about being canceled. But what makes this all the more damaging for Tate is that he supposedly had already posted footage of himself playing the song months earlier.
It gets a reaction. They think they're funny. They're on the internet. I really didn't do anything wrong. I understand why some people were offended.
It is funny. You were laughing at it too. You've played the song. I was in Spain with Ye when you posted a video of you listening to the song in your Bugatti. And Ye quote tweeted and said, praise God. Do you think that we have short-term memory loss? This was not even a year ago. You were driving in the Bugatti going by. In the club, you were laughing when it came on. What are we doing here? Tristan was laughing. It's in 4K. It was live on stream. That's why I thought the song would be fine. I've seen this video.
Why do you find it funny?
I saw this in Spain with Ye.
So this footage of him playing the song was supposedly posted onto his account and retweeted by Ye, but it's difficult to 100% verify. Someone could have easily added the music to the video, but what is still available online is this footage of Tate on the Rob Moore podcast speaking about this song in relatively positive terms.
What he's doing, perhaps he's a genius, perhaps it's an accident. You should ask him. But
I'm just highlighting the fact that those are probably the two most energetic words on the planet that have had the most power forced into them in history. A lot of power gets forced into symbols of hope during a war, and then instantly canned and preserved, and now released.
Sneako also called out Tristan. On the PBD podcast, this was how Tristan was
I
portrayed.
wonder how that song
When
doing
I
in
watch
Germany.
the video, Andrew, with you and them,
is they bumping
Tristan
it?
looks extremely uncomfortable.
But when Sneako watched over the video, this was clearly not the case.
Hey, Tristan, what's up with this? Oh, my God. Oh, look, he grabbed the phone. You look like you're having a jolly good old time here, Tristan Tate. I'm a man of my word. No, you're not. What the fuck is this? Oh, man. Oh, why are you pointing up? Are you pointing to turn off the Bluetooth? What is this about? Oh, whoa, it looks like you're kind of mouthing the song here, Tristan. What's going... What? Hey, wait. Someone zoom in. Is this somebody who's just offended and just... It looks like you repeated the lyrics right there, Tristan.
Yeah, everybody in there
What are you
busting.
talking about?
That's what I'm trying to say.
What is this?
And Brody got his hand up like this with
Are
it.
you enjoying the song with Nick Fuentes? Are you moving your hand in sync with the beat? No, he's just waving at somebody. Chad, he's just playing Fruit Ninja. He's karate. He's doing Aikido. He's escaping. He's not. No. Tristan's not. He's not moving his hand in the song. He's Aikidoing through the Matrix.
Sneako then gave his thoughts on why he was the scapegoat for this incident.
Maybe I'm the easiest target of the people on the bus. I think Clava is more clout currently than me, so you're not going to attack Clav. He's younger too.
Who the hell is Nick Fuentes? I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking at him and it's like, who the hell is that guy? Does this say Republicans Nazi problem? Like, why do you want to be? Let me not get political. I can't get political. Everybody in that bus a bitch. That's how I'm coming. Everybody in that bus a bitch. Like, comment, subscribe, comment on what you want to see next.